Hello everyone, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. I'm your host, Crossroad Gaming 74. That's me, the guy in the fedora. I tip my hat to you and my subscribers. So in the last episode, we saved a town called Good Springs from the evil powder gangers, which are like convicts in this world. And now we're off to face off against Benny, the guy who tried to kill us in the intro. See, he made it to New Vegas safe and sound, and we need to try and track him down. Unfortunately, the terrain here is very dangerous, as there's a bunch of creatures here called death claws that can try and murk you before you even get there. The game designers were smart enough to realize that players could get there super early, and so they tried to make it as difficult as possible for you to get over there. Fortunately for yours truly, I was able to find safe passage in New Vegas in no time, and I have video evidence right here. So you have to get to New Vegas in a certain way. My plan is to stay as close to the mountains as possible and head eastwards. Like if you can see on my compass right here, I'm going like this eastern, southeastern direction. And yeah, so you see this satellite right here? I'm going to try and head towards that. That way I can avoid the death claws in my way. Right next to me is the town of Prem. We're supposed to be going over there, but I decided to skip it. Several powder gangers have taken over the town, but you know what? They're big boys. They could take care of themselves. Let them worry about their problems. Let me worry about mine. Can't be solving everybody's problems out here. They won't grow up. Now up ahead are going to be some powder gangers, and we gotta go take care of them. As you can see there on the scanner, those two tiny red lines, those are the powder gangers. We gotta defeat them. So this guy tries to throw dynamite at us, but dynamite's kind of like glitched in this game. I've tried to use dynamite like multiple times, and the guy would just constantly, you know, do that weird motion that guy was doing, just not throw it. It's very annoying. Dynamite's like one of the most useful items in the game. You get it super early too. You're gonna get better explosives later on in the game, but yeah, I recommend getting as much dynamite as possible. Right here is Thomas the Tank Engine. Say hi to him, everybody. He's red and shiny. He's nothing like his cartoon counterparts. So yeah, just walking around. So I think it's time I talked about factions and what the heck this game's all about. So anyways, the game's going to be about like 4 factions. The NCR, the Legion, Mr.House, and you. So the factions all want to take control of the Mojave Wasteland, the setting we're in right now. They all want to use it for various purposes. The NCR wants to use it to claim more territory. The Legion wants to claim it so they can boost their slave population. Because, yeah, they're kind of jerks in this game. They're slavers. Whereas Mr.House and the NCR, you know, they have shady aspects about them, but you can find some good in them. Legion, not so much. There's like barely any good in them at all. They're pretty much like universally like reviled in this game. I mean, they do some really horrible, messed up stuff. Like for example, they'll go to like different villages in this game, and they'll try to destroy towns and slave a bunch of people, and burn them alive. Just really horrific, you know, stuff. Really nasty people. Right here is a bunch of legion of like bark scorpions. They almost got me through their poison. They're pretty weak on their own, but when they're in a group like that, they can really mess you up. Right there, I just took some anti-venom. I have one on me, thankfully. And yeah, I'm just making my way to Vegas. There's another bark scorpion. Gotta smash him. Ah, yes. I am the Shovel Knight. Now, thankfully, I haven't ran into any death claws at all. For those who don't know, they're like these giant pink lizard people that can turn invisible, and they can like kill you in like 2 to 3 hits. It's crazy. Yeah, they are extremely dangerous. And they made sure to put as many of them as possible in this area, so you would be discouraged from doing what I'm doing, and you'd have to do like the main quest to get like safe passage over there. However, if you stick to the walls like how I'm doing, you're pretty much guaranteed to just avoid like all of them. And I managed to do it like right here. So right here we're at the halfway point. We're at Neil's shack. This is a green super mutant who warns you from doing this quest.
Especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on.
So yeah, he warns passerbys from going over there.
Keep saying things like that and I won't be so friendly. Many of us
are also very
touchy
touchy
as basic humans, and the rest don't really have any choice in the matter, do they? And none
so we apologize to
since
the
you
Incredible
apologize.
Hulk, and we go on our way.
Yes, I hear that sometimes. And then I never see the people who said it again.
So we're just going to completely ignore this place. If we go in right now, we're just going to get creamed. The super mutants here are like insane. They are just banana. They will absolutely wreck us with missiles and sledgehammers and all that fun stuff. So anyways, as we ignore that, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the NCR. The New California Republic is made up of militaristic people who want to take over the Mojave, and they basically love taking over territory and imposing high taxes on everybody. What makes the NCR bad is they're basically incompetent boobs. Because they're so big and they have so much territory, they can't run it efficiently. They have to constantly ask for random strangers to help them out with their tasks. They can't really like take care of much on their own. But yeah, I would still take them over the Legion any day, because, oh man, what they do to their women, folks. It's not pretty. They basically treat the women as like pack mules. They don't see them as fighters at all. They just see them as worthless slaves. You know, if you're a woman in the Legion, there's nothing you can do to raise your position. You're just, you know, beneath their notice just because of your gender. It's pretty messed up. Now, let's see. Who else can I talk about? Ah, yes, Mr.House. So Mr.House is the president of New Vegas. He's the guy who made Robco. He's the one responsible for providing electronics for everybody. And that's, yeah, very a smart man. That nobody knows who he actually is or what he's doing, but he's like the puppet master of New Vegas. He's the one in charge of everything. And he doesn't align himself with the NCR or the Legion. He's pretty much out for himself. So you can side with him to help beat the game. Or you can do the final faction of this game yourself. So for your faction, you get to go independent and take over Vegas. But I find it's like the worst ending in the game because we're not a political leader. We're not, you know, anybody important. We're just a mailman this world. We're just a guy who was delivering a platinum chip to some random bucko in the world. So right here are the fiends. These guys are basically drug addicts who murder and, you know, kidnap people. That they make chems. They're completely out of their minds, just worthless human beings. You could just destroy them and, you know, nothing of value would be lost. So we're almost to New Vegas, guys. Isn't this exciting? Yeah, we're almost there. We're gonna run right towards it. And we made it to the entrance, guys. The shiny red door. Alright, we're in. There's some mercenaries right next to me. There's a drug addict over there. Let's see. There's a thug that we gotta beat up. Got my shovel with me. He's got his fists. He's pretty weak. I managed to just completely just own him. So I take all his stuff. Because I see that his shirt has plus medicine 5 on it. So, as I said, take it might be useful later. So right here for my plan, I'm going to take Arcade Gannon. This guy's a scientist who helps out with the followers. The followers are, you know, scientists who want to help out people. I wanted to get this guy very early in the game because he's pretty broken. He's like one of the best fighters out there. So there's like 3 ways to get this guy. You can do a really high speech check, you can be gay, or you can just be an absolute moron. He'll feel so sorry for you that he'll want to accompany you.
Slightly more serious note,
he's a sweet guy.
in helping
I like him. He's pretty cute.
Free side, I can come with you. Just don't do anything obnoxious, like trying to help Caesar's Legion, and we should be fine. Understood?
Remember, Caesar's Legion
All
is
right.
universally
Let's not waste any
reviled.
time. There are people out there to help, things to learn. Maybe not in that order, but let's get to it.
Okay, so now we got him on our side, ready to hit the door, and yeah, we're gonna get ready to go to the strip. So for right here, after you pass through this blue door, you're gonna find two buildings of interest. You're gonna find the Kings, and you're gonna find another gate that leads to Vegas. So right there's the door. There's another gang member right there. Okay, now I'm gonna pull off a truly impressive feat right here. So you get to the front of this door right here. There's gonna be a guy who scares you off from it.
Advice, friend. Don't go
I'll let him
past
talk.
the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
So this robotic greeter is going to come to you. You need to either do a credit check or passport. I tried to talk him out of it with like science, but it didn't work.
Please return when you have sufficient cash or passport.
So we could do that, or if you're like me, you want to outsmart the game. What we can do instead is bring Arcade Gannon over here. Come on, little scientist. You got this. Okay, so you want to have him follow you, right? We're going to lead that robot down an alleyway and ambush him. So, you see this car right here? We're going to have Arcade Gannon behind it. He's going to use it as a cover while he's shooting at him. So, I'm going to get the greeter's attention. Yoo-hoo! Greeter! Okay, it worked. And now I just need to run away from him. He's going to try and follow you no matter what, because he's programmed to stop you at all costs. So we're just going to try and get him to follow us. Keep going, keep going. We're going to drag him to this alleyway. I got my shovel with me. I'm going to do donuts around him, just try to make sure he doesn't hit me. And Arcade Gannon has his laser blaster, and we just completely destroy him. And he turns into goo. I'm going to pick up his stuff, and he got a Vegas gate key. So I don't want Arcade Gannon to die, so I talk him out of it and tell him to go home. It's time for us to part ways,
I thought
buddy.
my charm could win you over.
Alright, get ready for some Metal
I'll head
Gear
back to the old
action.
Mormon fort.
Howdy, partner. You come for
I made that look super easy, but trust me, it's not. Okay, so Victor stops you, and now he wants you to talk to Mr.House.
See that big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner? That's where you find Mr.House.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's go straight there off.
That's the spirit.
And here we go, guys, the Lucky 38.
Well, howdy, partner.
Part 2 of my Let's Play, and I've
Well,
already
that's it,
skipped
yeah.
a huge chunction of this game. Alright, so I open it up, and open sesame, we're in. Okay. So I'm gonna go inside this elevator right here,
Where
get
to,
Victor to
partner?
help us. Go inside the penthouse. And here we are. This is Mr. House's home base. That's Jane, one of his bodyguards. So let's see, let's go behind the curtain, see what's up. And there he is, the big man himself. We'll talk more about him in the next part. I'll see you guys later. Bye.